I got interrupted by a video call. How we're going to do the anchor. The anchor is tied on this cleat, and right now it's holding us fast. However, I have to pull up the anchor, and I'm the only one on board. So what we're going to do is we're going to let out about a third of the Genoa jib and then cleat it in with the roller furling. This is the roller furling. This is how you pull in the jib from back in the back of the boat. All right. So I'm going to let out a little bit of the jib, and I'm going to sail forward. Then I'm going to point the boat straight into the wind, and then the sail will luff. It'll just go flop, 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 and then I'll rush up here. I'll pull up the anchor. I'll pull up the anchor. I'll put the anchor rope down into the anchor rope compartment, and then I'll put the anchor out here on the front of the boat, and I will clamp it down, and I'll run back there, and I'm gonna sail the fuck out of here. We're headed out that way. Now, as you can see, there's an empty mooring field over here, so we know that's safe water. We're not going to ground out over there. And behind us is also an empty mooring field. Totally safe water. Alright? Now, the only thing we have to worry about are the buoys. Way out here. On the left side, we've got a promontory of sand and rock. Then there is a buoy, a red buoy there. We have to stay to the right of the red buoy, and then over here, where is it? That's the lighthouse. Let me see. Where the heck is that out there? There's a green buoy. I don't know if I can get it with the camera, but there's a green buoy. Oh, there it is. There's a green buoy out there. We have to stay between that red buoy and the green buoy. And there's a third red buoy. We have to sail past it. We have to sail past the second red buoy before I hang a left. Alright? There is a... Let's see. There's a red buoy there, and there's a red buoy out behind it. I have to sail past that, and then follow the channel to the left to get out of Huntington Bay. I'm in Lloyd Harbor right now. As soon as I pass that lighthouse and that promontory of sandy and rocky land, as soon as I pass that, I'll be in Huntington Bay. And once I get out into Huntington Bay, I'm going to stay out in the middle, and I'm going to head for the mouth of the bay. As soon as I get out there, as soon as I go out into the mouth of the bay, I will be in Long Island Sound. Then I'm going to sail across Long Island Sound, nine nautical miles and something, to Norwalk, Connecticut, where they have a public dock, and I can pay $45 to be there for 8 hours. Do some grocery shopping, buy a couple of things for the boat, another solar collector, so I don't have to worry about charging the batteries all the time. I don't have to worry about having a motor to charge the batteries. I'm going to buy another solar collector. One more solar collector. They cost about, if I get one just like this one here, which I use to charge the batteries, if I get one more of these, it's going to cost me 60 bucks. If I get a better one, it'll cost a little more. I don't mind getting a better one at all. I'm going to go to an automotive store. This is an automotive boat, etc., RV battery trickle charger. As long as the sun is on it, it does a great job, even on a cloudy day. It's a wonderful little device. Excellent device. Right now, I'm trying to dry out my solar phone charger. It It keeps telling me when I plug it in, when I plug this in and flip it over, it keeps telling me that there's moisture detected and to unplug it. And that is unacceptable. So I've got it out here drying, and as soon as it will plug in and charge, I'm going to keep it plugged into my phone as I navigate. I have a paper chart right here. I have these gloves. They're wonderful. They have this rubber on them if I need them. I've got them right here. I've got my drinking water over here. A couple of things of full drinking water. And I've got the seat over there. But once I'm underway, I'll be able to switch it back and forth, side to side. When I tack, I'll just move from side to side. And I'm not going to be able to film the next thing, which is me. Yep, there we go. It just detected moisture again. I tried plugging it in and it detected moisture again. So we're gonna have to keep these things out in the wind, out here, until they dry out. And we've got our chart. Hold on, just a moment. We have our solar phone charger and our chart held down by bungee cords. The dogs can't get out. For safety, I've got my glasses secured on a floatable glasses holder. I also have on my neck a very shrill whistle. That's the kind of whistle. You blow that 3 times over and over and over if you go into the water and somebody will get you. I'm wearing my safety vest and I'm wearing this extremely fine, wonderful rock climbing harness to secure myself to the wheel stand or whatever they call it. I'm not sure exactly what they call it, but I'm going to be able to secure myself to this rope while underway, so I cannot fall overboard. Now I'm going to try that tricky maneuver, and after I do that, I'll let you know what's up. Oh, that gray thing in the cabin, my phone is getting down to, let me look. My phone's down to 33%. And that little gray battery pack in the cabin, pretty soon I'm going to check that, bring it out here, plug my phone into it, and strap it down so that my phone will recharge. And my phone, not only do I have the paper charts, but I'm going to be using the phone and CMAP, which is an excellent product. It's called CMAP, and it's a navigational tool. It tells you the depth of the water, it shows you your route so that you can stay on your route. So I'm going to try and sail 9 miles, and then I'm going to try, either I will anchor and think about what I got to do to get into the public dock, and I can anchor anywhere as long as I'm not in a mooring field and I'm not in a mooring field and not in the way of traffic. So this is going to be a little bit of a tricky maneuver right here. I can't film it. I can't screw around filming it. Right now, I'm going to get that great power pack, see how much power's on it, plug my phone into it, bring it out here, strap it down, and after I'm on my way, assuming I pull the anchor solo correctly and get it lashed down, and then get underway, then I will begin to film again. Wish me luck, folks. There goes the real adventure. I'm done messing around down here with the rich folks. I'm sick and tired of them. And let's take a last look at them. First of all, none of them have their boats out anymore. None of them. And some of them have extremely extravagant homes right beside Lloyd Harbor. It's my theory. If these people work on Wall Street, everybody knows that Wall Street's method is fraud. And it's my theory that these people, through fraud, get money to buy these houses. Possibly. I'm not accusing these people of anything. I'm just saying it could be true. And that goes for their toy boats too. If they don't pay any taxes, then they get to keep the money that they should have paid taxes with, and it can be millions of dollars in some cases. They either get to pay, they skip out on their taxes in a couple of ways. Either Donald Trump gives them a huge tax break, and then they go out and buy a boat right off the bat because they got whole shitloads of money to spend. Or they use crooked lawyers, crooked politicians to get tax breaks, tax cuts, so they don't end up paying the proper amount of taxes, and they end up with a whole bunch of money, and then they can afford to buy these houses and these beautiful boats, and then act like snobs. However, I'd like to point out that when they use that money that they get from a tax break, that money is actually coming from common working people. If these rich folks here have got a tax break from Donald Trump, and they bought houses and boats with it, you're paying for their houses, you're paying for their boats, and therefore, I believe you own them. So anyway, I'm going to try this tricky maneuver, and hopefully I'll be back pretty quick with my sail up, headed for the buoys, headed between the red-green buoy, past the other red buoy, hang a left to the east, go out into Long Island Sound, cross it, and go to Norfolk, Connecticut. I would think it's Norfolk. Let me see. What is it? It's right up. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Norwalk, Connecticut. That's incorrect. Norwalk, Connecticut. And I'll show you on the map. Hold on. So, this is Oyster Bay. This is where we were trapped for so long. Okay? Now, I'm up here in Lloyd Harbor. This is the promontory I'm speaking of that I'm looking at. And the lighthouse is right out here. This is the mouth to Huntington Harbor. They really don't want me in there. They've threatened to arrest me and take my boat and all sorts of shit if I come in there and if I overstay 24 hours. They've threatened me and threatened me and threatened me. So I'm not going anywhere near there. I'm going to sail from where I am around into here. I'm going to sail out here, past the buoys, bang a left, stay to the right of this red buoy, because you stay left when you're going out and right when you're coming in. It's just like a road. And so I'm going to stay to the left. Wait a minute. That should be left going out of this buoy. And then I'll be out here. I'm going to sail up here, 9 nautical miles, all the way up to Norwalk, Connecticut. And when I get there, I'm going to pay $45 to stay 8 hours at the public dock because they charge by the footage of the boat. And I've talked to the harbor master there already on the phone, and $45, 8 hours. When I'm there, I'm going to get an Uber. I'm going to go buy more solar chargers, the best ones I can get for the least money. I'm going to buy a bunch of groceries and canned dog food and more bagged dog food. And I'm going to fill my water. And I'm going to pump my shit tanks. And then from there, I'm going to head from there up here, depending on what daylight I have, I'm going to head northeast, up Long Island Sound, get as far as I can, and find a safe anchorage point before dark, anchor, eat something good for a change that's not out of a can. I'm going to buy a little meat and some ice, put it in my ice box. I pumped my bilge yesterday, and it didn't drain my batteries much. And my batteries right now are being charged. They'll be getting charged a lot better once I get another solar panel. So anyway, that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's try this trick out. I did it yesterday just fine. I pulled the anchor and I tried to sail out of here, but the wind was so slight that the boat wouldn't gain enough speed for the rudder to work. The rudder wouldn't work because the boat wasn't moving fast enough. The boat was just barely creeping along, and whenever I had to go up and mess with the jib or something, the boat turned and headed in the wrong direction, and I could not make it out of here yesterday. But today we've got wind. We've got plenty of wind. I head right out of here. So let's see how it goes. Wish me luck, folks. I'm gonna try to leave this stinking place where the smell of the rich is disgusting. The greed, the corruption. It's freaking horrible. The water cops here, disgusting. I'll be explaining that later in detail. Once I'm out of here. Have some fun. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have some fun now. We're gonna do one tricky maneuver, and then we're gonna sail. Set sail. Finally, we're going to start our grand adventure. Yeehaw! This is the Renaissance Man, signing off for now. I'll be talking to you later.